And the great job all of you doing at the Strom Thurmond Institute up in the hills of the Blue Ridge. Before we take another caller, Jeff was talking about water. Well, Team Make and Grow had the opportunity not long ago to visit a beautiful part of South Carolina that hadn't been getting much water, Amanda. It was Spartanburg, South Carolina, and specifically the Wofford campus. There we took a look at Gibbs Stadium, an absolutely beautiful football stadium where the Wofford Terriers play each year. And also a visit to the Carolina Panthers. The Carolina Panthers train in Spartanburg each year and bring all the personnel and spend all the good money here in South Carolina. And it was really a treat for Team Making It Grow to visit this beautiful stadium. It's just really manicured to perfection, but also to talk to some of the people involved with the Carolina Panthers, because it's a football team that I hope will end up in the Super Bowl. Wofford College in Spartanburg, South Carolina is not only a fine liberal arts college, but it's the home of the Carolina Panthers training camp each year. Andy Kiah is Director of Athletic Facilities here at Wofford College. Andy, before we talk about the Carolina Panthers and the soccer field or the athletic field they're practicing on, let's talk about Gibbs Stadium, because I know this is really your pride and joy. A lot of work goes into this stadium each year, preparing not only for the football field for the fans, but also just the beauty of the landscape around Wofford.
Right. This is our showpiece for the college. We take a lot of pride in the field and also the surroundings. We're an arboretum for the college, so it's an important aspect of everyday life here at Wofford.
Well, I know your #1 concern is the turf, and everyone's always interested in the variety of grass you select. Tell us about the variety, and why do you select this one?
It's Tiff Sport Bermuda. We selected it because it's supposedly supposed to stay out of dormancy longer into the fall, the cool weather. So it's supposed to hold up a little better, so we don't have to overseed as heavy. And it seems to have a little bit deeper green color than the other varieties of Bermuda.
Well, Andy, I notice y'all really cut it close. Why do you cut it so close? Some teams have the grass a little higher.
We run the option here, and our coaches like it as a fast track, we call it. Also, I feel like it heals better from a divot standpoint, and also you don't get as many divots because you're not grabbing in, you're just going in and coming out with your cleats.
Well, if you run the option, I know you don't really water it down the day before the game heavy, do you?
Oh, yeah, we use very little water out here. We try to stress the Bermuda as far as we can before we start losing color to promote root growth.
Well, talking about water, I notice your sprinkler heads are submerged about 4 to 5 inches, and of course this is for safety, isn't it?
Yeah, they're not quite 4 to 5, probably closer to 2, and what I'll do is raise them over time. We'll fill them with sand from a safety standpoint for the players, but we got to keep safety in mind first.
Well, Andy, any homeowner in the South would give the arm and leg to have a front lawn that looks like this one, and you must cut it just about every other day.
We cut it every day, and we're at about 5/8 of an inch right now. Throughout the summer, we're usually at a 1/2 inch. Right now, the grass seems to be growing towards the sun, so it's getting a little taller. They've got to do a few more cultural practices.
I think one of the things that makes Gibbs such a showcase football stadium is some of the ornamentals you have. It kind of reminds me of University of Georgia being between the hedges. Y'all got some holly hedges here. Y'all trying to copy the Bulldogs up there? The Dogs and Terriers the same?
We're the Terriers, but we actually put these in because when the field was first built, we had the fence, and it was not very good looking, so to speak. So we put the hollies in, and when they first went in, they were just small bushes, and now obviously they filled in and look beautiful.
I'm always interested in a hill in a football stadium, being a Clemson graduate, and the Clemson Tigers are running down the hill, and y'all got some tea olives on y'all's hill, and this really must add to the aroma.
Absolutely, and the other thing is we don't get the leaf falling off, and it looks nice throughout the whole year, and people seem to like coming to Wofford College.
You have some junipers on the hill, and y'all really kind of concentrate on the evergreens. I know the burning bush will lose its leaves during the winter months, but you have green here in Gibbs Stadium just about year-round.
Absolutely, and that's what we try to promote throughout this campus. We're a lot of fescue in the campus, keeping it green, and obviously the junipers and the hollies.
Well, Andy, without a doubt, y'all do have a beautiful stadium, and I know you're very proud to have the Panthers here each year. So I'm going to head down to the practice field right now and see what's going on with the Carolina Panthers.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
Brandon Bean is Director of Team Operations with the Carolina Panthers. Brandon, welcome to South Carolina, but after so many years coming, the Carolina Panthers, y'all are really like South Carolinians themselves.
We are. This is our 13th season coming down to Wofford, and it's a unique place. They do a great job of welcoming us from the staff, the fans, the whole city. We have a huge party when we get here that the fans come out, and it's one of those things you would think dreading leaving your homes and all that would just, you know, kind of depress you, but we really enjoy the break to get away to come down here.
Well, you mentioned the fans, and you have probably a large fan group following you everywhere you go, and the number of fans you have just at practice exceeds some football teams in the United States.
Yeah, we enjoy the fans. It gives us a chance. You know, we are the Carolina Panthers, so that's North and South Carolina. And even though we're based in North Carolina, we have a lot of support from South Carolina, and this gives us a chance for the people down in all over South Carolina to come see us, and actually closer to watch practice than people in North Carolina.
Brandon, I know that when you come to Wofford, you look specifically at the athletic field. What are you looking at?
Well, we have a unique thing that we have the same kind of fields here as we do in Charlotte, which is great because we're not tearing up our fields up there, but we're not coming to lesser fields here. And I know other teams around the league, counterparts of mine, mentioned that some of the fields they go to is kind of a letdown, and that's the great thing. Andy, Kiah, and the whole grounds crew here do an unbelievable job, and it's like we're still practicing in Charlotte.
Well, when the Panthers come to Wofford, I know you bring your own food. You even bring your own chef because these big fellows, they got a pretty good appetite, don't they?
Yeah, we put quite a food bill together after 3 or 4 weeks down here. But that's the one thing, we don't settle for less. We do, as you mentioned, bring our own chef down here, and we try to make it as much like a restaurant as we can, and we've got good feedback over the years.
Well, Brandon, I know you travel with several positions, and it's important to keep these fellows healthy because in any athletic event, you're going to have some injuries, and you have full-time positions.
Yes, we do. We have 3 physicians that travel with us, and even though they're based in Charlotte, they do a good job of, some of them spend the night, some of them come back and forth of the day. We rotate them around. We always have one around in case of an emergency.
Well, even when the team starts the regular season, moving the Carolina Panthers across the United States to the different stadiums, it keeps you busy, doesn't it?
It really does. We have a great equipment staff, and they, as we mentioned earlier, they bring 4 or 5 trucks setting up for training camp for all the equipment, all the training room stuff, all the dorm stuff. Basically, everything we need down here is brought on tractor trailers. It's quite an operation.
Well, thank you for taking time to be with the team, making it grow, and we certainly wish y'all the very best of luck, and we really look forward to seeing y'all in the Super Bowl this year.
I hope you're right. Thank you.
At 240 pounds, I thought I was big until I stood between 2 Carolina Panther football players. Adam Stewart, you're from Las Vegas. You're a running rebel. What position?
Linebacker.
How about this year? Y'all gonna end up in the Super Bowl?
I like to think so. James and I both believe that we got the makings of a championship football team and that we're going all the way to the Super Bowl.
Well, tell me about the grass itself. I know y'all play on a wide range of grasses in the NFL. Do you like the AstroTurf better, or the natural grass, short grass, or high grass?
I prefer natural grass. I think it's a little bit easier on your knees, on your feet. I think it causes, causes less injury, and you're able to prolong your career the more you play on natural grass.
Very good. James, you graduated from Virginia Tech, and I might add that y'all beat Clemson a number of years in football, so I'll just go ahead and congratulate you right now. How about your travels around the NFL? Which one of the grasses you prefer?
I probably prefer natural grass as well. Football is an outdoor sport. It's meant to be played in grass, and that's where we get the best traction.
Well, I know when y'all go up north to some of the northern teams that have the indoor stadiums, they have the AstroTurf, and you fall on that AstroTurf. You really get burnt like some of them say you do sometimes when you slide on it.
Yeah, on the real old school AstroTurf you do. Now they have artificial grass mostly on indoor stadiums, so it's a lot better.
And practice, I know everybody really dreads practice this time of the year, especially when the sun's out, humidity's up to 80%, and that temperature is 100 degrees. Ice water tastes good, doesn't it?
Ice water tastes great, baby.
Well, we wish both of y'all the very best of luck, and as I told the team director, I look forward to seeing both of you in the Super Bowl this year.
Thank you.
All right, gang, that'll be good. Hey, good luck to you guys this year, too. All right, do good.
Wofford College, they go hand in hand in football every year, and it's always good to see the Carolina Panthers on Wofford. It's a beautiful campus. Right now, let's go back to the telephone. Since